Hey folks, good morning. How you doing? Today's the first day of deer season for in-staters. Anyway, out-of-staters will be able to hunt on Monday. So I am gonna head out to Bow Bank. Probably gonna wait for the sun to come up a little bit so I can see where I'm walking. First time going in where I'm gonna go in this time, and we'll see what we get. Got about friggin', let's see here, good 40 minutes of driving to do. So catch you on the flip side. Well, just getting out here. It's a little bit longer out here than driving than I thought it was, but I need to see where I'm walking anyway, so I have to wait till it's daylight. Oh, it's just after 7 now. I think shooting light was 6:41 or something like that, so not too bad. I had a bunch of delays this morning that kept slowing me down, but I'm out here. I head back into here and get some more footage when I find some spot to sit down. Alright, leaning against this big tree. Got my cushion there, it's nice and comfortable leaning, so I'll be able to sit here for quite a while. Got a run going across this way. Got one that comes right next to me right here. There's another one over there. There's trails all through this area. There's a lot of beech trees here, beech nuts. And I am not sure what these are, but they got something on them. I'll give you some video of that up there. Maybe somebody can identify this tree by the bark for me. I don't know what it is, but there's something growing off it up top. I don't know if it's a hickory or some kind of oak or what it is, but let me show you around. Okay, the truck's down that way. So there's a trail here. I had my trail camera going down that way, but I decided to come here after I was looking on the hunt stand maps, aerial maps. Looks like it's a trail going right this way, just like that. There's another one coming right back that way. There's a few of these big trees. I'll show you the big tree. I don't know what's up there. Got all kinds of something up on it. I don't know what it is. But hopefully something coming from that way. I'm hoping. Nice of me to just quiet down for a while. And we'll see what we see, I guess. Nice little spot. Gonna have to pick a lane to shoot through, but it's gonna be close range, that's for sure. But that's how it is in the woods. Let's show you this side over here. There's another big tree right behind me. A lot of beech trees in here. I don't see any nuts though. Huh. But there's something on this one. I don't know what it is. Hopefully something comes down from that way. We'll see what happens. Been sitting here for an hour and a half now. Thought I heard something way in the back there. It might have been a moose walking. It sounded pretty big. Other than that, nothing. Did hear like one Tweety bird and that was it. I think it was a chickadee. Getting a little bit breezy, but it's blowing supposedly in this direction, and that's ideal for me wanting something from this way coming this way. So we'll see. It's been awful quiet this morning. I haven't heard another vehicle drive by. Not too bad leaning against this tree. Pretty comfortable. Just getting a little chilly. I was so hot from walking around in the house and getting everything in the truck that I thought I was going to be warm enough with this. But now that I'm sitting, it was 34 degrees when I got here and got to the spot. So it's pretty chilly, but it's supposed to be up to 45, 46, so it'll warm up. It's awesome to be back out in the woods finally, deer season. Let me show you around. Okay, this is where I'm facing directly in front of me. I came from that way. It's a trail that goes this way. Goes down in there, down through that way. I wanted to walk way further in there, but I walked quite a ways already, and the spot I wanted to get to is double what I've already walked, so I don't think I'm gonna make it with my wrists and shoulders and stuff. So I try to find a good tree I could lean against, get comfortable. Here's where I am. It is thick in here. Where I wanted to go down that way, it opened up a little bit. At least it looked like on the map, but I don't know if it actually is or not. But that way is where the truck is, and across the road that way there's a huge swamp, but that's even further away than the other spot. Back behind me here. Yeah, it's a pretty thick area, so it's definitely trails. Again, as you can tell, it's all this thick leaf litter, so it's so hard to see fresh tracks. There's trails going through the leaves. I'll keep hoping that something will come from that way. See for another hour or so, we'll see how it goes. My first animal. I think there's a big gray squirrel over there digging in the ground somewhere. The red squirrel. It's good to finally see something. Wasn't sure if there's a thing alive out here. Wind's picking up a little bit. Sun was out for a few minutes, but it's gone back in. It's right there, dead in front of us. Finally saw an animal, squirrel. I heard some birds, but I haven't seen any. I've heard a couple of vehicles drive by. The squirrel's still over there somewhere. Might just sit here for about another hour or so. We'll see how it goes. Definitely underdressed now. I'm getting a little shivering. See what happens.
Just made it back to the truck. The only thing I saw in there was a squirrel. Seemed like it was pretty dead most of the time. Heard some birds, I never even saw them. Just that one red squirrel bouncing all over the place. I didn't put on the right clothes, I don't think. I mean, I got it in my tote. I just need to put on the heavier stuff when I sit back out again. I'm going to warm up in here. I'm going to do some little scouting on the map, see if there's any areas close by. I think I need to hang closer to some water or swamps or something. It's just so dry in there and there was nothing. It was like a desolate area, seemed like anyway. Don't hurt to try though, right? I'm going to have a little bit of grub to eat here. And then I'll check in on the map and see where. I'm just going to go down here a little ways towards the swamp, I think. Hang out there if I can find a spot I can walk in. There's so much leaf litter on the ground. It's so noisy that you're going to expect your first hour in there, you're going to spook stuff. And hopefully that woods calm down and things can go back to normal and things start moving. But we'll see.
Hey folks, found a spot near a swamp I want to check out. It's a little ways past where I shot my big buck. Probably where he was heading. Especially because of the water so low this year, I wanted to hang near water. And I'm a little ways away from it. Probably won't make it to the swamp, but I'm going to walk into this direction, try and get close to it and see if there's any place for me to sit and watch, some good view, and see if things are moving around in there. Well, hopefully we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed, and I will get you some footage when I get out there, settled in where I need to go. Alright, I found a nice little spot. It's not very far off the road, but I can't walk far. It's all going downhill, and it's kind of ruts and stuff, so. But I have seen fresh scat, 3 or 4 piles of it. I was going to record it with my GoPro, try to turn it on, it wouldn't come on. And what's wrong with that? I charged all the batteries last night, so I'll try and put a different battery in and hopefully that'll work. In case I see something that'll help me film. Hopefully, we'll see. But it feels good about this. There's this big swamp behind me here. So I'm on the high side of the swamp. And might be bedding or near bedding by the swamp because there's, like I said, there's 4 or 5 piles of scat. Fairly fresh right up there. This is a little open area, so probably there's more over there. I haven't walked any further than here. I just come into this corner, saw this rock and tree, and I figured I'll come down here and watch this little open area. Give me a little bit of shooting room if I see something. But I'll give you a view and show you what I got right here. Okay, I come in from that way. This was scat. 4 or 5 piles over there, fresh. Fairly fresh, probably today at least. This is a little open area. Trail going all the way through here, a bunch of trails coming this way from the swamp and that way. This way here, going that way. And the road's right up there just a little bit. I'm off of a side road, off of the main dirt road. It's a nice little spot. Pretty thick, but not a bad little spot. I'm gonna try and mess around with that GoPro and change the batteries and see if that cures it, see what's wrong. I mean, it's an old GoPro, it's a Hero 5, and the batteries are at least that old too, so it is what it is. The swamp is down this way. You can see it goes downhill, and I can't keep going downhill. It's going to take me forever to get up as it is. Hard on the shoulders and wrists. It's like an old rub right there. Possibly. Kind of excited about this spot. At least there's some kind of fresh sign. Let's see what happens. So far, I've just seen a few squirrels. Nice little spot, though. Well, I moved a little bit so I get a better view of this little run right here. I walked way down there and scouted around and then come back up this way. Give my arms a break, all this uneven ground. Trail comes in from here, goes this way, skirts the edge of that tree line, goes down in there, and there's a couple of skidded trails that one heads down that way towards the swamp and then one towards the road that way. Some small, older scatting down there, and more newer scat back this way where I was. So hopefully this is some kind of a run through for them heading towards the swamp. There are some more trails that come from over here and go down this way. There's 3 or 4 of them that go finger down and go, and they bottleneck into that skidder road down there and head into the swamp. See what we see, I guess. Give you a little view. Wind's picking up a little bit. Temperature's not too bad. It must be in the 40s. Last time I checked it was 39, so it could be right around there. Seen anything. Heard some chickadees and some squirrels. Wind's changing direction. It's blowing in the wrong direction. Blowing right down towards the swamp, and that's kind of a bad thing for me sitting right here. So I don't know if I'm going to just sit here for the next hour or two or get up. I don't know. See what happens. I mean, technically stuff could still come from that way. Or stuff could still come from this way and cross. So it's one thing when people always say, you know, the wind wrongs. Well, if you've got one spot a deer's coming from, maybe. But, I mean, deer can come from all kinds of directions. I mean, yeah, down that way is one spot. But the wind's not blowing in that direction. And it's not blowing that way. So anything coming this way won't smell me. Anything coming that way won't smell me. Just my sense going into that. But also it gets diffused into the trees and stuff, so the deer may not have any idea where your scent is actually coming from. But I don't know. Too much effort to get in here for me to change where I am. We'll see what happens. Road's right up there. It won't be too far of a walk for me from here, hopefully. Yeah, because something could still cross the road this way. Or come from this direction over here. And that's where the fresh scat was and stuff that way anyway, so. There's a trail going straight in there. You can see it right in there. There's a trail too. And the other one skirts all along the edge of that tree line. It goes in that direction down there. See what we see. Just after 4 now. Still nothing. It's awesome being in the woods though, that's for sure. Well, it's just after 5 o'clock now. Still haven't seen anything. Probably gonna try and get up and make my way back to the truck. Well, it's still a little light out because this is kind of uneven ground, branches and all kinds of crap in the leaves, so I saved myself from crashing a few times. If I can do it while it's still light out. It's a little chilly. It's getting chilly out too. Well, I'll get you some more footage when I get to the truck. Maybe I'll get some sit and watch the road for the rest of the day till dark. Well, I just made it back into the truck, got undressed, took all my orange off and my heavy clothes off. I got about 10 minutes to spare probably before it's end of shooting light, so timed that pretty good. It was a little treacherous walking through that stuff. It really sucks when you can't see because you're getting sticks in your eyeballs and in your ears and everything else too, on top of everything else. Well, it looks like first day of deer season. You can still see there's a little light out there. Here's in the books. Saw some squirrels, crows, chickadees. Pretty much it. I didn't see any partridge. I didn't see any moose or bear or deer. But it was nice getting out here. I'm not quite used to the cold yet. I am chilled to the bone. I probably should have had my suspenders on there, but I didn't have them on, and my legs are kind of cold. My feet probably are. I'm assuming they are. I can't feel them, obviously. But it was a good day. Hopefully somebody got something today. I heard a couple of shots, but it was sounded like shotgun shots. Somebody shooting at a partridge and not a rifle. But hopefully one of you guys got something, and we'll talk to you later. And hopefully Monday will be the next day. I'll be getting another video out. Hopefully. See you then.